There's the man of the hour. Go get him, Embiid.
It's kinda easy. Listen to the G-Dub sound. Right in these speakers bumping as I got the sound for you.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Ryan Anderson here, with me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. And the forward spots, Porter Jr. and Gordon. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Lively in at the 2. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid are in the middle. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Oubre in at the 3. All right, Graham, we're now in the middle of the season. Lots of miles traveled by everyone, including broadcasters. You got a favorite NBA city?
Hey, B.A., you were spot on, especially when it comes to us broadcasters. But a favorite NBA city? You know, I've always liked Atlanta.
It seems you could bring in anybody to this team and pair them with Embiid, and they'd still win, Greg.
Oh, they got a solid roster, but there's no denying that Embiid is the heartbeat of this team. The 76ers go how Embiid goes, kind of like our broadcast with you. And in the last 5 seasons, they've gone to the playoffs.
Embiid misses. And here's Denver, fresh off a win against the Pacers.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
Here's Maxey, after the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Willing that ball in, Tyrese Maxey has a nose for points.
About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Here's Lively. Jokic with a screen on Maxey. Here's Lively. Drops in the 3. Lively's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Embiid. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston. Maxey. Lively grabs the miss.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Murray, shot is good.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far, a perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
Murray against Lowry. Embiid, a screen on Murray. Lowry against Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. And Maxey, the bucket on the assist by Oubre. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Jokic's shot is good.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Outside Maxey. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Oubre can't hit. And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each 1-1.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
And so here is Philadelphia following the score by Denver. Outside Maxey, 3-pointer. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
Pass to Lively. Gordon with a screen on Maxey. Here's Lively. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
It's tipped.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact.
Connects again from distance.
And folks, he's just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season. It hasn't been long since this record was last broken. I didn't think we'd see it broken again so soon.
And you know, I don't even think he's thinking about records. He's out there to ball. Ever since entering the league, only a few months ago, he's been on a mission to win.
That sudden move off the pick, Maxey, is tough to stay with defensively.
Harris against Gordon. Murray inside. He's guarded by Lowry. Jokic with a screen on Lowry. And that one good. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Lowry against Murray. Lowry the pass to Harris. Now here's Embiid. Stolen by Jokic. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Sixers trailing. Lowry outside. Pass to Oubre. Up and over Porter. Oubre can't hit.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Here's Lively. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. And another three for Denver.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, a break and play.
This crowd can do nothing but watch in awe. He has been spectacular.
This is a game that every player dreams of having from the arc. He's living it. It is almost unreal the way he is shooting threes.
Green's checked in for the Sixers. Hield comes in for Maxey. Jordan's checked in for the Nuggets. And here's Murray. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Jordan finds Porter. Here's Lively. Gordon with a screen on Hield. Lively passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Embiid a screen on Murray. Poke loose. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
A different look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Porter Jr. And so here is Philadelphia. They trail by 14. Embiid a screen on Caldwell Pope. Harris misses. Denver has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
A minute 37 left in the first quarter of the game. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. The Nuggets, number 1.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Murray against Lowry. Embiid, a screen on Murray. For three, Lowry. And it's Jordan with the rebound. So far, so good for Denver. Watson passes to Murray. Caldwell Pope with it. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Hield. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Lowry. Back to Hield. To end the cold spell. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Lively from outside the arc. Hits the trifecta. Lively's got 14 points.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Lowry against Murray. Outside Hield. Pass to Embiid. Over Jordan. That's good from Embiid on the assist by Hield.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Murray deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the shot. 6 points for him.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. We've got Christian Brown. Nikola Jokic is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Watson in at the power forward position. Maxey with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Caldwell-Pope against Melton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And with scoring on the rise, RJ, are today's defenders given enough leeway to do the job?
Oh, absolutely not. Nowadays,
Timeout called the Nuggets. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Tobias Harris.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Jokic, an easy 2 on the layup. Jokic has got 12.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 51 points, and he was big on the glass, posting a season high in rebounds. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
and it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Picked by Reed. Maxey passes to Oubre. Healed against Caldwell Pope. Just 4 to shoot. From downtown. And another miss by Philadelphia. Denver has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Lively passes to Brown. Pass to Jokic. Tries again. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Left side, Maxey. Can they get it? Nice touch on the bank shot. 15 points in the game.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Lively passes to Gordon. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And once Gordon spots an open guy, he immediately moves the ball. Just well-coached offense right there.
Now Healed. Still no points. The 3 is up. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic has got 14 points.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And here's Oubre. Healed with the ball. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game. Lets it go. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Gordon. Screen by Gordon. Here's Lively. And another 3 for Denver.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Let's keep it up.
All right, fans, let's make the noise to move, drop, and choke, stop, and Sixers, TNT.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Lowry in for Healed. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Now here's Maxey. He's got 15. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
How do you avoid fouling Embiid inside the paint? It's nearly impossible. The man is a monster.
And Embiid drops them both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Murray passes to Lively. Jordan to screen. Lively's shot is off. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Embiid. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here are the Nuggets. They're on a 16-6 run. Murray with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Lively with the bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
A minute 39 left in the second period. Pass to Oubre. Hey, from beyond the arc. Pure from 3-point range.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently, like they are now, should help them do it. Here's Lively. Maxey covering. Lively passes to Gordon. And
Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, the crazy athleticism of Gordon. It makes him a great option in pick and roll action.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to Harris. Here's Embiid. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now. Lively passes to Gordon. Basket's good. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Maxey. 15 points in the game. Embiid inside. Jordan's there. Fades back. And the basket is good. Give him 8.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Lively passes to Gordon. That three's off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Porter against Maxey. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Oubre. Now here's Embiid, covered by Jordan. They get it back. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Nuggets ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, it's their style of play, their pace, so they feel comfortable running through their offense until they get a good look.
And it's a joy to watch when everything's clicking. And the next order of business, seeing which players are in the running for a spot in this season's dunk contest.
You can tell this selection process is going to be a little bit heated. Each guy is a show stealer, fighting for the spotlight. Some good players are going to be left out of the contest. I can tell you that.
You know what, Chuck? It happens every year.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The 76ers shooting just 42% so far in the game. Harris and Embiid are in the middle. Kyle Lowry out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Embiid is screened on Murray. 5 on the clock. Embiid misses.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Lively passes to Jokic. Here's Lively over Lowry. Lively's shot is off.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Now here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Oubre passes to Lowry. Here's Embiid. Up and over Gordon. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Nuggets have some flat-out scorers on their roster, but head coach Mike Malone said the way we play is pass is king. The ball moves around and everybody benefits. And Brian, it sure helps when your best player, Nikola Jokic, is setting the tone with his incredible court vision.
No doubt about that, Allie. Thanks for that. Maxey passes to Oubre. Embiid is screen on Porter. Down low. Embiid can't hit.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Lively. Beyond the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists here tonight. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Lowry against Murray. Now Embiid. Great D that time from Jokic.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Great D that time from Jokic.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Sends it home from three-point land.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Screen by Embiid. Here's Maxey. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Defenses have to be aware of Murray at all times. His shooting ability makes him a threat from all over the court.
Screen by Embiid. Lowry against Murray. Lowry, the pass to Maxey. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's gotten 4 this quarter.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Here's Lively. Maxey covering. Jokic the screen. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Embiid misses.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
Here's Lively. He's guarded by Lowry. Lively's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. The 76ers making a switch here. Heald's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Three-pointer Embiid. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Drives to the hoop. Soft touch off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Gordon against Harris. 6 to shoot. Gordon pulls it in. And here's Denver. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Lively. Back to Caldwell Pope. There's the triple. And another 3 for Denver.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
That's his 2nd.
And a nice opportunity now to see who's hitting threes at the highest rate. You take a look at Porter. Never leave him open. 2nd in the association from deep. And of course, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope just 2 spots behind.
And the way both of these guys open up the floor with their long-range shooting, you just can't afford to give them any airspace from deep.
Green's checked in for Joel Embiid. Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Murray. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys. And
Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. to snap the cold streak. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
I just love the pace that Maxey plays at, constantly applying pressure to the defense.
Here's Lively. Give him 30. Lets a three fly, and another three for Denver.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Back to Jokic. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Green finds Hield for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Jokic with a screen on Maxey. Caldwell Pope. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now here's Maxey. The D's right on him. The shot from the low post is good. Maxey's got 23 points. 54 seconds left in the third. Jokic with a screen on Maxey. Here's Lively. And another three for Denver.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The 76ers shooting a low 29% since halftime. Here's Maxey. That one's good for 2. Maxey's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Lively passes to Jokic. Here's Watson. Pass to Jokic. Here's Watson, pounded by Harris. Count the basket. Watson's got his first 2 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Maxey finds Harris. Outside Hield. Green, a screen. And it's Hield missing. Got it off in time. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Nuggets ahead, delivering the blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
92.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
He's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Nuggets making a change here.
You're on Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Payne. Back to Green. And to even things out for free agents from year to year. The league now has something called cap smoothing, RJ.
In the past, free agents in a year with a big cap spike would get a lot more money than free agents in the other years. This is an attempt to even it out so we don't have the same thing happen back in 2017.
On the court for the Nuggets, we've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Christian Brown, and it's Lively in at point guard. And at last, they get one to fall. Lively's got 38 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Embiid. Outside, Green. Back to Embiid. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Lively, defended by Payne. And there are the Nuggets with another bucket.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Going inside.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team him, shoot at this point in time, triple team to do.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Melton against Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Payne. Back to Melton. Uses the glass on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Nuggets have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Puts up a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Payne. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Nuggets. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Najee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jackson comes in for Brown. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
For Denver, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. And Maxey over to help. Here's Najee. The three-pointer off the mark. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting about 43% on this one. Maxey passes to Harris. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Lively. Again! What an avalanche!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Maxey surveys. To end the run. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Lively passes to Caldwell-Pope. Lets it go from deep. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And it's Maxey missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
The shot by Najee, no good. Philadelphia's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Now here's Maxey. Tight defense on him.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Embiid. Denver grabs the miss. Jordan's got a rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Lively. Maxey covering. Clock at 6 for 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Embiid high post. Jordan's there. Embiid passes to Harris. Now here's Lowry. Shoots over Jackson. Lowry no good.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for the chosen one.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Maxey. Count it.
Continuing to work. No give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. Jordan with a screen on Oubre. Here's Caldwell Pope. And another 3 for Denver.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Doctor.